Hey folks, welcome to Deer Corner. Welcome back to the channel. I want to thank all the subscribers and all the comments I've been getting, and hope everybody had a good 2023 deer season. Some of them are ending this week, and for me, 2023 deer season's behind me now, getting further behind me. I'm looking forward to 2024 deer season. But there's going to be a whole lot happening here at the house and up at the cabin this spring. See, I'm not planning on this year either to have any acorns due to the way the weather is becoming. The hard winds, the heavy rain. I don't think I'm not even going to plan on having any acorns, so I'm going to start doing a whole lot of changing. Now throughout the years up at the cabin, I've been putting a whole lot of browsing material for deer down the last few years. For about 10 years I've been adding to it to give deer something to browse on throughout winter. Here at the house it's a different story. But back in the last week of October, the first week of November, I wish I could have got it done quicker, but I went ahead and had a crew come in and take all the pines out. About 12-13 acres worth of pine trees I had taken out. And they went back into the timber and snaked out all the pine trees that were back in there. But I finally got that done, got all my pines out, don't have no more pines left, except, I'll get with that here in a little bit. But I met with a gentleman that has a skid steer that has a chipper shredder on it. And next week he's going to come out and mulch up all the limbs and things that are standing, the pine trees that are, you know, that were left, that are tall enough he can get in and chop them up, mulch them up and kill them out. But that's the problem I'm running into. If I let it go, in about 3 years, it's going to come back looking like a Christmas tree farm. So I got a lot of small sprouts, not hundreds, thousands of them, that are about 2 inches to 6 inches tall that I have to deal with. Now I don't recommend this. But this is what I figured out, what I need to get done to keep the pine trees from coming back and coming back heavy. And I got my sprayer ready, got it back together, got it working. I got me some fairly used tires put on the little tractor because I know I'm going to have a lot of punctures, a lot of flat tires, and I don't want to tear up my good tires, so I replaced the tires on the little tractor. And I'm going to go in and spray it with glyphosate, Glyphosate. Now I don't recommend people using this, and I'll tell you why. Because once you spray that down, it will kill everything. It will kill everything standing. It's very, very potent. It'll just burn everything. But you gotta wait for 50-degree weather or warmer to use it. And it's the only thing that's out there now on the market that will control the pine trees and kill all these little sprouts of pines that are growing. I'm not talking a few, I'm talking 1,000. I think we walked maybe 5 foot and pulled up 8 of them. And he can't chip them down. He can't get that low to the ground to mow them off to kill them. So I'm going to go in and spray it after he gets done mulching. And February, towards the end of February to 1st of March, I'm having them coming in and planting hickory and white oak. A crew's coming in to put them in. And they're going to plant them every 20 feet. So every 20 feet there's going to be a oak tree, hickory, oak, on down through there, and replant that 13 acres in hickory and white oak. So basically, what I made off of the logs, the timber that I made off the timber, is turning around and going right back into the property. But I do know, and some of the comments I know I may get is, I'm not going to live long enough to see the outcome of this tree planting I'm doing. 30 to 50 years until them trees mature. But my kids and grandkids will. And I'm looking into the future, not only for myself, but for my kids and grandkids. I'm wanting them to have something. Now what they do with it is up to them. They can go in and log it off, make a good penny out of it because the hardwoods, and sell the property. Whatever they want to do, that's up to them. But right now, being in pine trees, I'm not going to make anything off of it, not even in the future. So I'm moving it to the future. Now, being that they're 20 feet apart, this spring I'm going to go ahead and run down between them. Once they're planted, I'm going down between them in 10-foot swipes. Now that's here at the house. And I'm going to be planting food plots and stuff in there. So it's going to be like 10 foot long, a quarter mile, 10 foot wide, a quarter mile long strips of food plot. And here it'll work. We don't have any issues here. But up at the cabin, you can't have no food plots because of the coyotes. Somehow the food plots attract mice and everything else, and then the coyotes, just like this deer season. I hunted a food plot stand 2 times this year, and both times in the morning I had coyotes on that food plot. No deer, but coyotes. And that's what happens to food plots up in the mountains. But there again, on another note, the same company that took the logs off this property here, they're going up to the cabin, up to the mountain property, and they're going to be taking all the pine that's there now. There's not a whole lot of it, but there's still some there. And I'm going to open up the canopy because I'm having them take in any elm or maple that is 18 inches or larger. I'm going to go ahead and have them take them out. Now to open up the canopy more up there. There's a few oak trees I'm going to have taken out while they're up there. I know I don't want to take any oak trees, but I just want to get them down due to where the placement where they're at. I don't want them to fall on the cabin or a limb to break off and fall on the cabin. So I'm going to be taking them out and getting them away from the cabin. And I'll be bringing you along on these steps on what I'm doing and how I'm improving a deer habitat more than what I have now. Throughout the years, I've been planting things for deer to browse on. I've been moving away from food plots. I've been going more into the browsing material than food plots in both areas here at the house and up there at the cabin. So I'm looking into the future here at the house to improve deer habitat and up at the cabin. But I will bring you along on each step and why I'm doing it. But like I say, it's going to be a busy spring this spring here. Getting prepared, getting things ready for deer season, the upcoming deer season. So thanks for coming along. Leave me a comment. I'll get back with you. And like I say, if you're in the woods, be safe. Rather be safe than sorry. And again, I want to thank my subscribers and the comments they've been giving. And I will be bringing along a whole lot more things this spring and why I'm doing it. So we'll see you up the cabin, and you all have a good day, and hope hope you have a good hunting season upcoming.